Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and the Restless official 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jack gets ready for the fight of his life while Billy belts Adam. Adam walks into the club and begins berating Billy over Abbott communications while he is seated at the bar. Adam tells Billy that Sally deserves much better than to lug his dead weight around after they exchange jabs. Billy tells Adam that Abcom will erase Newman Media from the face of the earth as he gets up to go. Adam jokes that Jack withdrew his funding and Kane cancelled Billy's launch. Billy cautions the Newman to keep his mother out of this when Adam implies that Jill believes in Kane more than in him. Adam gets up from his chair and continues to harp on a role. Adam makes fun of Billy for being the less successful Abbott sibling when they are face to face. As Billy strikes Adam in the face, Chelsea enters. After Chelsea reprimands them both, Billy departs while Adam says he touched a nerve. Kane is at Jack's house, but why? Jack and Diane are taken aback when Kane unexpectedly shows up at the Abbott residence. He claims to have come to alert them to a possible grave danger to Jabot. He reveals that he believes Victor was the one who stole his AI program. The objective will probably be Jabot. Jack Kane, Diane YNR. Kane understands that it looks horrible when Diane makes fun of him. Jack yells that Victor has obtained the program and asks Ashby how to put an end to the assault. Kane cannot activate the kill switch because he does not possess the AI. Jack issues yet another ambiguous threat, saying that he will make sure he perishes along with Jabot if he falls due to Kane. Suddenly, Diane concludes that Phyllis might be the hacker. She might have been playing Kane all along, Jack wonders. The strange pair. Victor says he'll give Phyllis 10 minutes after opening the ranch door for her. She teases him with an offer he can't turn down while they joke about. "I've stolen Kane's AI program," she declares, getting right to the point. Does he want to strike a deal? Phyllis's assertion appropriately impresses Victor, yet they don't trust one another. Phyllis demonstrates to him that she possesses the program. She smiles smugly and declares, "I'm in the driver's seat." The mustache becomes particularly excited when she displays a screen that reads, "Target, Jabot Cosmetics." According to Phyllis, she persuaded Kane that he had stolen the AI. She refuses to answer Victor's question about why she betrayed Ashby. "What's in this for her?" he asks. Victor tells Phyllis that she is everything that everyone claims she is after she has expressed her desires off-screen. She merely inquires as to whether they have an agreement. "Yeah, we do," Victor responds. Returning to the club. At the athletic club, Kane places an order for a scotch and learns from his crew that Phyllis visited the Newman ranch. Soon after, Phyllis approaches, and Kane asks her if she made a deal with Victor. Phyllis pouts that she is upset and snarks about Ashby following her. Kane says that if she gives Victor his program, it will be more painful. She was only sussing him out, according to Phyllis. Phyllis is adamant that the mustache is the culprit and that he would pursue Arabesque, but Kane isn't buying it. Chelsea informs Adam nearby that Billy was at fault for striking him. Amazingly, Adam acknowledges that he took more than a few potshots and that he had it coming. Adam admits that he feels bad for Billy, shocking Chelsea once more. Naturally, she is amazed by the progress her man has made. Abruptly, Victor calls Adam to the property. How will Jack retaliate? Diane and Jack are concerned about Victor's upcoming assault on Jabot at the Abbott estate. Jack frowns, his father trusted him to keep the business safe. And he's endangered it. He believes that his desire to use the program to pursue the Black Knight is karma. "What do we do now?" says Diane. Jack cautions that they must strengthen their cybersecurity and take important data offline. Jack calls Billy to the house and tells Diane that they need to deal with Phyllis after texting Kyle to return as soon as possible. Diane Jack YNR. Shocker at the end of the episode. When Adam and Chelsea get to the ranch, Victor tells them that Nikki and Victoria are traveling to Los Angeles. The mustache wants Chelsea by his side, but he wants to speak with Adam alone. Victor adds that Phyllis paid him a visit and offered to give him Kane's AI program. She offered it, stating it would be a favor to her, but he worried it might be a trap. he agreed. Victor clarifies that Phyllis would rather that he do it rather than get her hands dirty, and he is pleased to comply. Adam Chelsea YNR. Adam asks his father if Kane will be the target. Ashby is useless without the software, according to Victor. He clarifies that although Phyllis and Kane believe he would pursue Jabot, he is just interested in crushing Jack. What does Phyllis gain from this, Adam wonders. Victor claims that she is giving the AI to him on the understanding that he will give it to her once he has taken over Jabot from Jack. At the Genoa City Athletic Club, the tension in the air is electric, the kind of static charge that could ignite a storm. Billy Abbott sits at the bar, nursing a glass of bourbon, trying to drown out the chaos swirling around Abbott Communications and the nagging whispers that he's spiraling again. But before he can take another sip, Adam Newman struts in with that familiar smirk that screams trouble. He spots Billy immediately, and in true Adam fashion, decides to make the moment combustible. Adam strolls over and leans casually against the bar, eyes glinting with mischief. Well, if it isn't Genoa City's favorite train wreck, he sneers. Billy doesn't bite at first, he simply stares at his drink. But Adam pushes harder, mocking Abbott Communications and sneering that Sally Spectre deserves better than to lug Billy's dead weight around. That gets a reaction. Billy turns, jaw clenched, meeting Adam's smirk with a glare that could burn through steel. Watch yourself, Newman, Billy growls. Abbott calms about to erase Newman Media from the face of the earth. Adam chuckles, a dark, condescending sound. Erase Newman Media? That's cute, he taunts. Too bad Jack pulled your funding. And Kane? He cancelled your big launch. You're a man with big dreams and no foundation, Billy boy. That hits hard. Billy's expression darkens, and he steps toward Adam, his voice rising. You leave my mother out of this, he warns when Adam starts to imply that Jill Abbott believes in Kane Ashby more than in her own son. But Adam, sensing the vulnerability, presses on. Let's face it, you're the least successful Abbott. Jack runs Jabot, Ashley's a genius, and you? You're the family's permanent screw-up. Before Adam can blink, Billy's fist connects with his face, a sharp, brutal punch that sends Adam staggering back into a table. The bar erupts into gasps just as Chelsea Lawson rushes in. What the hell are you two doing, she cries, running to separate them. Billy glares at Adam one last time before storming off, muttering, "You're not worth it." Adam wipes the blood from his lip, smirks faintly, and says, "Guess I touched a nerve." Chelsea gives him a withering look, but Adam just shrugs. What? He needed it. Meanwhile, across town, chaos brews at the Abbott mansion. Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins are enjoying a quiet evening when an unexpected knock echoes through the grand entryway. Diane opens the door, and her jaw drops. "Kane," she says, stunned. "What are you doing here?" Kane Ashby steps inside, looking tense, his eyes darting around as if expecting Victor Newman himself to appear from the shadows. "I wouldn't be here if it wasn't urgent," Kane says. "Jack, there's a serious threat coming your way. I think Victor was the one who stole my AI program, and he's targeting Jabot." Jack stiffens. "What do you mean, Victor stole your AI?" Kane explains that his servers were hacked, his system dismantled, and the program's activity logs point to Newman Enterprises. He suspects Victor used intermediaries to cover his tracks, but the endgame is clear, Jabot. Diane folds her arms, skeptical. "You expect us to believe this?" she quips. "You and Victor have been playing digital chess for months. How convenient that you show up here waving a white flag." Kane's jaw tightens. "Look, I know how it looks, but I'm not your enemy. If Victor's got that program, Jabot's about to face something it's not ready for." Jack slams his fist on the table. "Damn it, Diane, he's right. If Victor's got it, he's already planning an attack." Jack whirls on Kane. "You created it, how do we stop him?" Kane grimaces. "We can't. The only way to disable the AI is with the original encryption key, and I don't have it anymore." Jack's face twists with fury. If Jabot falls because of your recklessness, Kane, I swear, he stops mid-sentence, his tone darkening. If I go down, I'll take you with me. Before the tension can explode, Diane suddenly speaks up. Wait. What if Victor didn't steal it directly? What if someone gave it to him? Jack narrows his eyes. Who would do that? Diane hesitates, then says, Phyllis. The name drops like a bomb in the room. Jack's expression freezes, the memories of betrayal flashing behind his eyes. Phyllis? Are you saying she played Kane? That she's the real hacker? Diane nods slowly. Who else could pull off something like this? At the Newman Ranch, Victor's deal with the devil begins. Phyllis Summers stands in Victor Newman's foyer, hands on her hips, a smirk painted across her lips. Victor opens the door, unimpressed. You've got 10 minutes, he growls. Phyllis walks in like she owns the place. Oh, come on, Victor. Don't pretend you're not dying to hear what I have. Victor crosses his arms. You've got something worth my time? Oh, I do, Phyllis purrs, stepping closer. I stole Kane's AI program. Victor's eyebrow lifts. You what? I have the program, she says confidently. And I'm offering you a deal. Victor eyes her warily. Why should I trust you? You shouldn't, she admits, with a teasing smile. But you should believe that I never bluff. She opens her laptop and shows him the glowing screen, a sleek interface with a single flashing command line, Target, Jabot Cosmetics. Victor's eyes gleam. Impressive, he mutters. I convinced Kane that he'd been hacked, Phyllis says, enjoying every second. I made him think someone else took it. But the truth? I was in control the whole time. Victor studies her closely. Why betray Ashby? Phyllis tilts her head, her smile fading into something colder. Because he betrayed me first. He used me to get ahead, and now I'm evening the score. Victor chuckles. You are everything they say you are, Phyllis. I'll take that as a compliment, she says smoothly. So, do we have a deal? Victor's expression turns calculating. Yeah, we do. Back at the club, the fallout begins. Kane sits alone at the bar, nursing a drink, his phone lighting up with alerts. His assistant messages him, Phyllis was spotted at the Newman Ranch. Kane's face drains of color. Moments later, Phyllis walks in, looking smug and unapologetic. Well, Kane says, turning to face her. Did you make a deal with Victor? Phyllis sighs dramatically. You really should mind your own business. Don't play coy with me, Phyllis. If you hand that program over to him, you'll regret it. Oh, stop with the threats, she pouts. I was just feeling him out. Seeing how far Victor would go. Kane glares. You're lying. You want chaos. That's what you do. Phyllis shrugs. Maybe. But chaos pays well. Nearby, Adam and Chelsea sit quietly in a corner. Chelsea scolds him for fighting Billy, but Adam surprises her with something rare, honesty. I went too far, he admits softly. I took some cheap shots, and I had it coming. Chelsea blinks, startled. You actually feel bad? Adam nods. Yeah. I get it now, Billy's angry because he's trying to prove himself, and I poked at that. I've been that guy before. Chelsea smiles faintly. You're changing, Adam. But before she can say more, Adam's phone buzzes. He glances at it, his expression shifting. It's my father. He wants me at the ranch. Now. At the Abbott mansion, war planning begins. Jack paces the living room, fury radiating from him. Diane stands nearby, wringing her hands. Jack, you need to calm down. Calm down? Jack explodes. Victor's got that damn program, and Phyllis is the one who handed it to him. Diane swallows hard. Then we have to act fast. Strengthen cybersecurity, pull everything offline, and protect our patents. Jack nods grimly. Call IT. Lock down our network. I'll handle the rest. He texts Kyle, telling him to return immediately, then calls Billy. Get home. Now. We're under attack. When he hangs up, he turns to Diane. We're going to stop Phyllis, and I don't care what it takes. Later that night at the Newman Ranch. Adam arrives with Chelsea at his side. Victor greets them coolly. Nikki and Victoria are in Los Angeles, he says. We have business to discuss. Chelsea looks uneasy. What kind of business? Victor's gaze sharpens. You're here because I want you nearby. But Adam, we need to talk alone. Chelsea leaves reluctantly, and once the door closes, Victor leans back, eyes glittering. Phyllis came to see me, he says. Offered me Kane's AI program. Adam's eyes widen. Did you take it? Victor nods slowly. I did. But I suspect she's setting a trap. Adam frowns. What's her angle? She told me it was a favor. But no one does favors in this town. Not Phyllis Summers. Victor stands, pacing toward the window. She wants me to destroy Jabot, take it from Jack, and then hand the AI back to her once I'm done. Adam lets out a low whistle. So she's playing everyone. Exactly, Victor says, his tone dark. But what she doesn't know is, I'll destroy her, too, if she crosses me. Adam shakes his head. And Kane? Useless, Victor replies coldly. Without that program, he's nothing. Phyllis and Kane think they can manipulate me into fighting their war, but they've forgotten one thing. What's that? Adam asks. Victor smirks. No one outplays Victor Newman. As the camera fades on Victor's calculating face, the storm clouds gather, metaphorically and literally. Jack Abbott prepares for battle, his family circling the wagons. Billy, still fuming from his fight with Adam, heads home unaware of the full-scale war coming his way. Phyllis, reveling in her dangerous game, doesn't realize she's walking a razor's edge. And Kane? He knows he's running out of allies, and time. The stage is set for an all-out corporate war, one fueled by betrayal, revenge, and power. And as Victor plots to crush Jabot, Jack steels himself for the fight of his life, knowing that this time, the cost of losing isn't just his company, it's everything. The night feels heavier than usual at the Abbott mansion. Outside, rain splatters against the tall glass windows, and thunder growls like a warning. Inside, Jack Abbott paces the living room like a lion in a cage, every muscle in his body tense with fury and dread. His father built Jabot from the ground up, sweat, sacrifice, and sleepless nights. And now, because of one reckless piece of software, that legacy is teetering on the edge of destruction. Diane stands near the fireplace, arms folded tightly across her chest. Jack, you're going to make yourself sick, she murmurs, but her voice is trembling too. Jack whirls on her. How could Phyllis do this to us again? His voice cracks. After everything, after I gave her another chance. Because that's what Phyllis does, Diane replies bitterly. She burns every bridge and dances in the ashes. Jack rubs a hand over his face, his jaw tight. She's always been unpredictable, but this is war. He slams a hand against the mantel, the picture of his late father rattling from the impact. My father trusted me to protect this company. If Victor Newman takes Jabot down, I'll have failed him. Failed all of them. Diane takes a hesitant step closer. You haven't failed anyone yet. We still have a chance to stop this. But we need to be smart. Jack exhales sharply. Smart doesn't cut it against Victor. He's been planning this for years, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And now he's got the weapon to do it. Just then, Billy bursts through the front door, still smelling faintly of bourbon and adrenaline. You called, big brother, he mutters, his tone somewhere between defensive and exhausted. Jack turns on him instantly. Where the hell have you been? Billy smirks faintly. Let's just say Adam and I had words. Words? Diane echoes. Or punches? Billy glances away. He pushed me too far. Jack sighs, pinching the bridge of his nose. For God's sake, Billy. The last thing we need right now is another Newman vendetta. Billy crosses his arms. Funny you should say that, because the Newmans are already plotting to burn us to the ground. Adam practically said it between insults. Jack freezes, meeting his brother's gaze. What did he say? Billy hesitates, then admits, he mentioned something about Victor having a new ace up his sleeve, something that would erase Jabot from history. I thought it was just another jab, but now. Jack's stomach twists. He knows, he whispers. Victor already has the program. Diane steps forward, her voice trembling. Then it's begun. Jack straightens his shoulders, his expression hardening. Then we fight. The hacker's web. Meanwhile, across town, Phyllis Summer sits in her suite at the Grand Phoenix, the glow from her laptop illuminating her face. She's been on this path for weeks, scheming, coding, and manipulating her way into Victor Newman's confidence. Now, her screen flashes with encrypted data streams, the digital veins of Kane's stolen AI program pulsing with power. She leans back, sipping her martini, smiling to herself. You think you're using me, Victor? She murmurs. You're wrong. You're the one being played. But the satisfaction flickers with doubt. Her phone buzzes, a message from Kane. Kane, we need to talk. Now. You're crossing a line you can't uncross. Phyllis rolls her eyes but replies anyway. Phyllis, relax. I'm just evening the score. Nobody gets hurt, unless they ask for it. Moments later, a second message flashes on her screen. This time, it's not from Kane, it's anonymous. Unknown, you don't know what you've unleashed. Back off before it's too late. Phyllis frowns, scanning the encrypted address. Whoever sent it covered their tracks well. Cute, she mutters. But I don't scare easily. She closes the laptop, unaware that the AI she thinks she controls is already running beyond her reach, its algorithm.